Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Liz, a healer and energetics coach. And so I'm going live in two places for the first time ever today. So we'll see how this unfolds. If you're watching me live, I'm so excited you're here. Hop in and tell me who you are and where you're from. So I'm going to be doing a live series for the next 7 weeks where I share and talk about the breakdown in a private session with me. I work differently than a lot of energy healers too. There's not a massage table in my office. I don't ask you to close your eyes and lay down anywhere. I do ask you to close your eyes sometimes as I guide you through a healing. Um, but it is very interactive and goal directed. And so I thought it would be really cool to hop on and break this process down. So today is all around that very initial, we've just met, and we want to identify really what's going on. Where's your trauma? What are your pain points? And this piece of information can be hugely helpful for me as I am trying to work with your subconscious and narrow down those little pieces that unfold or open up a storage of trauma material. Now, this doesn't mean that you get triggered. It means that I find it on an energetic level and I'm able to pull it out. And so, if you're somebody who has seen, say, a trauma therapist or a therapist in the past, I work a bit differently in that arena too. There is not going to be labor intensive sharing every single detail of your most painful experiences. In the work that I do at this stage, it really is giving me some headlines, letting me know maybe a date or a time. And sometimes this can be super, super easy for people. Well, my parents got divorced when I was in sixth grade, and my life really changed after that. Sometimes it's a little bit, it hides a little bit. And so we have to do a bit of detective work to really find what's in there. And so, for example, for my trauma experience, which was a birth trauma, you could say, sure, I had birth trauma and that was it. Well, what was it about it, right? Was it the lack of control? Was it the massive disappointment that it didn't go the way that I wanted to? Was it 3 days of pain and labor with no movement? Or was it all of the above? Like, what really are the pieces that are stuck? Because you might surprise yourself. There might seem like the obvious. Well, I've talked about this trauma, this thing that happened to me 100 times, and I don't think that it affects me anymore. And once we unpack it some, we can really find these little layers that give me keywords and cues to be able to, hey, Brenna, to step into how do we find this in the physical body, in the energy field. And sometimes it is really simple, like a date, like I shared. Sometimes it's an event. Sometimes it's a feeling. Sometimes it is a thought pattern. But in that initial stage, I want to understand exactly what is relevant for you. My personal, hey Heather, Brenna, that's awesome. Love that. Good meditation. Perfect. So a value of mine is to be efficient and not waste anybody's time. I really desire to show up in the energy of raising the vibration of the entire planet. So as you heal, we all heal. As we determine where those pain points are for you through some specific questions, and again, not labor intensive, this maybe takes 10 minutes or less, sometimes longer if you are brand new to exploring your inner world, so that we can really hone in on what matters, getting to what matters, because it might not be those like capital T traumas that you think are the thing that's holding you back. Sometimes it's some other layer that matters so much more that you haven't even paid attention to because that capital T trauma has been in your face. And maybe you have blamed everything on that, said that caused all of your pain and suffering, and maybe it did, but maybe it didn't. So that's what's going on in the initial stages of working with me privately. So I hope this helps clarify this little teeny tiny bit for you, and I will be back next week to begin talking about the second stage. So I look forward to connecting then. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn you off.